This is not a game I was expecting to go back to. So apparently Valerya has her own chapter now. We still have the data for everyone else here. That's strange. I don't see Valerya's entry here, even though she's supposed to be the star of the new chapter. Story. Will this depend? Will this be influenced at all by my progress in the base game? Probably not. New game. Wait a minute, did it remember my name from before? Or was that always the default name? I can't even remember. Yeah, whatever, let's go with Ray. Ray tracing. Jen. You really are a guardian angel. Heh, yeah. This is a new game, so why is it starting me on day 19? Is that when it canonically happens no matter whose route you have? What's going on, Ray? That is friendship, Eve. But they're hurting each other. You'll understand one day. Eve and I had just returned from a surveillance mission on a place suspected of being an alien stronghold. Unfortunately, instead of fighting the stronghold, we were ambushed. Luckily, Jennifer saved us at the right time. However, she needed to convince Cornelia beforehand. Was the ambush part of the main story? Was it part of one of the routes? As we arrived at the barracks, Cecile hit Jen right away. She got overwrought over what Jen had done. Eve didn't understand why the two best friends wanted to hurt each other after what happened. What Jen had done to save us was very dangerous. Jen just went and picked us up with a loading helicopter, weaponless and defenseless, into a sea of hostiles. She's my hero. I guess I'm tired and hungry. I wonder what I'm going to eat today. You don't need to worry about Jennifer and Cecile, Eve. They aren't fighting. I'm going to the cafeteria. Are you coming? Yes. I'm hungry. Heh, no wonder. That incident was really draining. She fought tooth and nail, covering me until the cavalry arrived. Even a sniper of her caliber was still having difficulty facing that ambush. Oh, I see. This is all a setup to get us in the cafeteria to meet Valerya. Hello, Letnan, Eve. Wait, what? Tough day, huh? Refreshments? Sure thing. One for me and one for a sharpshooter here. Yes. Eve and I sat at the table closest to the display window. Forgot how to access the message log. That's not good. Valerya served us 2 glasses of cold coconut water. What's this hipster shit? Where's my fucking beer? You guys must be dehydrated. This will rehydrate you immediately, Lieutenant and Sergeant. Heh, sure, Val. I want to have instant noodles. Ah, yes, Val, we're both starving. I'd also like some. Alright, 2 instant noodles coming right up. And some anime meat. Val started turning on the stove to heat up the water. Warm instant noodles on a hot day. It seemed as though we began to acclimate to the hot weather. If you think about it, tropical cuisines are not limited to the cold, icy stuff. There's a variety of soups, like tom yum. I suppose those people indeed enjoy their heat. Is this going to be a food porn chapter? Eve laid her face on the table and waited. Exhausted she must be. So, how was your day? Tiring. It was supposed to be a simple... Reese. It's probably a term for recon. Simple reconnaissance. Suddenly shit went AWOL and we were ambushed. Good heavens. Eve and I desperately held them off until help arrived. Glad you guys made it out safe. Yeah, thank God Jen came just in time. She was flying an unarmed transport chopper back there. That crazy bastard saved us. Oh, thank heavens. Yes. Luckily, our ace sniper was with me back then. She's the reason I'm still briefing now. Yeah, I think this event is probably part of the main story rather than one of the routes, huh? I heard from Cornelia that Eve is one hell of a sharpshooter. Yep, I can vouch for it. Thankfully, you both survived. Oh, wait a minute. The noodles are almost ready. Valerya rushed to the stove. After a few minutes, she was back with 2 bowls of noodles. What do the arrows do? Enjoy, Lieutenant and Sergeant. Extra noodle soup with extra egg. Valerya put in extra eggs to our bowls of noodles. Eve was instantly up, sniffing the tasty noodles. Digging in. Thank you, Val. Looks delish. I've never come across instant noodles that aren't delicious before. Huh. Please enjoy it. Yeah. In seconds, Eve and I already devoured half of our noodles. We ate like horses. Yum. Eve looked content. Having noodles when we were hungry was the best. Do you mind if I sit by you? Of course not. Haha, thanks, Lieutenant. Valerya sat by us while we were having our meals and attended us. She was probably bored out of her mind here, since no one's been around. Valerya was assigned to stand by here in the cafeteria. If I had to refill medication or buy weapons, she's my contact. When Eve and I returned, I saw almost everyone in the base had been posted out there, leaving out the ones patrolling inside. Heaven knows what they were doing. You've mastered chopsticks already, Eve. Easy. Ah yes, remember when she tried to eat noodles with her bare hands. Thank you for teaching her basic human manners, Val. Not a problem at all, Lieutenant. Eve is so unique and funny. Unique, huh? Something I said? No, nothing at all. If what you consider unique is shooting weird questions randomly and acting beyond common sense, then... Oh yes, Lieutenant. I wonder how the aliens look. Are they terrifying? Have you not seen them? Do they not have... I guess we're not allowed to take pictures of them. Nope. On the day of the invasion, when you first arrived here, I looked for shelter elsewhere right away. Oh, I see. Not at all scary, they're bizarre. What's terrifying is their ability. What's that like? I'm done. Thanks, Val. Ah, yes. You're welcome, Eve. If you need anything, please don't hesitate to come back here. Bye-bye, Ray, Val. Bye. Eve went away, leaving me and Valerya alone. Eve ate quickly. She probably headed back to the tent straight away. By the way, yes? I remember the first day I was assigned here. I had just arrived, barely knew anyone. Those aliens didn't waste their time and directly greeted me. Day 0. It's the retelling parts of the story, huh? Excuse me, I'm looking for General Cornelia. You're looking at her. General. Let me introduce you to Yumi. She's in charge of comms support. Anytime someone saves your ass in the field, it's thanks to her. Nice to meet you, Lieutenant. Of course, I'll be depending on you. She looks like a nice girl, a bit shy though. Alright, that's enough pleasantries. Now I assume you've been briefed on your task on the way here, or haven't you? I've been told the aliens had landed on Earth, to be exact in the deserts near Aquarine City. They attacked the previous personnel assigned to do research here. That's why I'm here to help, but they haven't told me the details yet. Alright, I'll paraphrase the words of the higher-ups. Your mission here is reconnaissance and defense, meaning that you'll help with information gathering on these things and also act as the one and only line of defense for Aquarine City. This base is a black site, meaning that the public must not know about our activity here. Right now, outsiders think this place is an ordinary forward operating base and we intend to keep it that way. So we must keep the threat contained on this side of the desert. Understood. Understood? Yes, ma'am. This tent you're in is the Combat Information Center, CIC room, or control room. Here we analyze and sort data from the battlefield to support our personnel. If you have more questions, feel free to come here. If I'm not available, you can direct all questions to the Executive Officer, Staff Sergeant Yumi. Call sign, Big Brother. Morning, Jen. Morning, Captain. Let me introduce you to our newest member, Lieutenant Ray. He just arrived here. You're pretty cute. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Jennifer here is responsible for close air support. She'll be flying that big and fully loaded attack helicopter over there. Good morning, Sergeant Cecile. I'm Ray. It's a pleasure. I guess I have to reintroduce everyone so that people can play the DLC and the main game in any order, even if they start with the DLC first. I'll be counting you, Sergeant. Likewise, Lieutenant. I'll do my best not to disappoint you. She salutes and we smile at each other. About that day. Yes? It began when the siren blared. All personnel man your battle stations. We are under attack. Wait, do I have to fight them? Is there combat in this one? I thought it was linear. I repeat, we are under attack. What was the fast forward button again? Eve, Jennifer, Cecile, and I jumped from our beds and went on standby. Cecile gave her weapons to me, then we rushed out of the tent. Hold up. You all slept in the same tent? That was the first day, yet you already been naughty, hadn't you, Lieutenant? What do you mean? It's been like that for 19 days. I'm surprised you didn't notice. Not my call. General's order. She said that she wanted us to be a cohesive team, easy to be supervised, and so on and so forth. I was kidding, Lieutenant. She did know all along, probably, and just wanted to tease us a bit. And then, what happened when you got out? Lieutenant, can you hear me? General, what's the situation? Hostiles are coming from the south. I already sent Gamma out there, but they won't last long. Get out there and fight. When I got out, I encountered them. The cubes. The polyhedrons. I could see it coming closer. It was a flowing cube, but it's weird. Like the space around it was distorted somehow. As I said, what's terrifying was their ability. If you got too close, you lose your consciousness. They emitted some sort of EM waves that mess with your brain function. That's terrifying. So how did you manage to fight them all this time? If what you said is true, then you all didn't have a chance to approach them, right? We used ranged attacks mostly, artillery, airstrikes a lot. And me. I don't really know why. I can come in contact with them just fine. I can even shank them with my knife. Whoa, incredible. How could it be? I don't really know. Because of some DNA experiments that were performed on me. Maybe the donuts awakened some sort of dormant superpower. Ha ha. Ha ha. Valerya teased me knowing I always had donuts for breakfast. I guess he can't say that part out loud, the part about the DNA treatments. She's quite funny. After finding out I wasn't influenced by the aliens' coma-inducing waves, Cornelia concocted a plan so I could find out where they're based and gather intel from the inside. In the meantime, she would get some sort of WMD. Wait, we're allowed to tell her about the WMD? If I could find their stronghold, we could end them in an instant. That's why I go out every day looking for them. It's just something was particularly odd. What was it? When I was in the proximity, somehow I could hear something. Or maybe it was just my imagination. What did you hear, Lieutenant? I'm not sure. Static? I can't really tell. It felt like I wasn't exactly hearing something with my ear, but more like a thought that wasn't mine. I see. I could tell Valerya was thinking. I wonder if it was okay telling these kinds of things to Valerya. Well, if she's here, she has security clearance, right? Besides, she's one of us. She's family. What if she's an alien in disguise? A humanoid alien like Eve. If we were a real family, she'd be our mom. She's kind and caring, also calm and composed. How about her dad in this imaginary family? I pictured her dad would be a massive jerk who left a mother of 6 alone. That's why Jennifer turned out to be an alcoholic and no one was behaving normally. Could it be? Yes? Could it be a message from the aliens? What do you mean? According to what you said, the aliens emitted a wave that was indiscernible by humans, but we would lose consciousness in their proximity, right? That's true. Yet only you can stay awake. Yes. I can assume even though you were in the range of the waves, your brain was still rather functioning. It's not impossible if what you were hearing was that alien's blackout-inducing wave. I don't know what to call them. Perhaps we can refer to that as noise. In other words, the static you were hearing. I'm surprised, Val. I didn't think that far. I guess telling this to Valerya was the right thing to do. Maybe she's secretly an alien telling us to stop killing them and make peace already. It seemed like I was starting to grasp the connection between me and the aliens. How do you know all this? I'm just developing on what you've told me. I can't be certain. Ah, yes. But if were the aliens' voices, what were they trying to tell you? I have no idea. What were you expecting, Lieutenant? If they were trying to talk to you, what do you expect them to say? Well, I just hope they didn't say, we'll destroy the Earth or something with that tone. Ah, of course. Why do you ask? Just wondering. The alien thing is truly is fascinating, right, Lieutenant? Please tell me more some other time. Sure, next time we'll make it a date. Whoopsie. Hoo-hoo, you're adorable, Lieutenant. I'll be here, just visit anytime you want. Heh, yes. Couldn't tell, but probably my face turned red. Well then, I'll be going now. Thank you, Val. Anytime, Lieutenant. Have a nice rest. Valerya's warm smile followed me until I left the cafeteria. I'd sleep like a baby tonight. Day 0 again? XO, are you seeing this? Yes, ma'am, he's special. He's not affected by them. We can start searching for the ship now. Still can't believe it. Those guys actually did it to someone. Is he even still human? Ray, You alright? Do you feel sick or something? No, not really. How the hell were you the only one still standing back there, man? Yeah, I was wondering that too. Maybe it's the gene therapy I got back in the lab. What sort of gene therapy? Dunno. The only thing I know is that it's highly classified, because even I don't know exactly what the hell they did to me. And you're fine with that? I guess. They assured me it's safe and I got some amount of money out of it. What's not to like? Day 20. What a peaceful day. Wait, what? Patrol work? No aliens in sight. It's lunchtime. I wonder what the menu. What's today's menu in the cafeteria? I almost thought there was gonna be some non-linear part that where I have to make move around the camp. Ah, where's my pudding? I swear to God, my eardrum's gonna burst any day now. What is it, Cell? My pudding is gone. Yes, I heard you screaming. Maybe you forgot where you put it. What? Do you think I'm an idiot? I always put it here. Cecile. Valerya, have you seen my pudding? Oh, about that. She's pointing at Jennifer. Jennifer whistles innocently. I'm still going to kill that bitch. Alright, good luck. Jennifer! Run! Tables are going to get flipped, I'm sure of it. Ah, sorry, I'm sorry! Cecile is after Jennifer around the cafeteria. And all this murder would happen over a pudding. My God, they were loud. I wanted peace. Haha. Cecile and Jennifer are always ratty, aren't they? What? I actually get dialogue choices here? Yes. Well, Jennifer is in the wrong here. That makes Cecile's a pudding maniac. I reckon she... Wait a minute, let me make a save point. Okay, actually, both dialogue choices lead to the same outcome anyways, it would seem. Weird. Remember, back then, Jennifer also did fill Cecile's lunchbox with sand. Cecile was fuming all day in the cafeteria. Ha ha. Time out, Cecile, I'm tired. It's your fault, I need sweets for my life. Huh? Huh. Come on, Cecile, how about you try some other sweets sometime? Terrific idea, Val. You should try donuts sometime. That weird holy thing? Hey, I didn't say anything against your pudding. I fancy some donuts. Still hungry here. Heh. Good grief, it's never too much sugar for Jennifer. What if we make some donuts together? Should be fun. I don't know how to make them. Me neither. I only know how to eat them. One thing I know how to make is a hydro cannon Mark II. I know how to bake enemies from above. Huh. No worries, it's easy peasy. Hold on for a sec. Valerya dashed back to the back of the kitchen, probably picking ingredients. We were so lucky we never ran out of food and beverage supplies. You might say this cafeteria is more stocked than most supermarkets. Alright, in front of us were the ingredients to make a donut. Flour, baking soda, eggs, milk, brown sugar, and cinnamon powder. Baked brown sugar donuts. I mean, it's probably pointless to even make a save point here, but might as well just in case. Exactly, Lieutenant. Make baked brown sugar donuts. Truly extraordinary, Lieutenant Donut. Shut. I'm fired. I'm fired up. What do we do first? First up, we make the dough. Cecile, Jennifer, and I help Valerya measuring the ingredients. Jennifer, with her abundant energy, was tasked to mix them. Not about Valerya's guidance, of course. After the donut was ready, Valerya poured it into a plastic bag. I'm sure there's a special name for it. Then she cut the tip a little. Now, who's up for shaping the donuts? Me. Here you go, Cell. Fill the circular shape of this baking mold. Valerya pointed to the donut-shaped baking mold. Leave it all to me. Could be said the job was to shape the donuts, but actually Cecile's just supposed to fill up a mold. But with Cecile, she couldn't even have the patience to produce circular donuts. It was bumpy left and right. Cecile, you might want to tidy this up a bit. It's perfection already, Val. This is contemporary abstract art. Val, can we sprinkle some chocolate chips on the donut? No, it will make it sickly sweet. We probably can. Let's part the dough then. This part's where the chocolate chip donuts Sierra is playing. Alright. Jennifer swamped, sprinkled the dough with chocolate chips. An innovative idea, Jenny. This way the chocolate chips will melt inside the dough. Seems good. Heh, cooking is probably my natural talent. I wonder how the donuts would be like. Alright, once we're done, it's baking time. Valerya put the donuts inside the oven afterward. Then she set the temp and time. Yup, food porn chapter. Now we wait. Can't wait. Yes, must be delicious. Oh, I fancy taking a nap while waiting. Seriously? You sloth. Hey, leave me be. To fill the time, Jennifer, Cecile, Valerya, and I just prowled on, accompanied with cold sodas. I couldn't tell how, but Jennifer brought back her thing about mangosteen. Was this woman that serious about switching careers and becoming a mangosteen farmer? Heaven knows. Later, we talked about her personal life. I was close to Jennifer and Cecile, so more or less I knew their story. But Valerya, now she's a mystery. She seems like she's not the type who loves to talk about herself. Totally an alien disguise. A second Eve. You should know, Valerya, when we were visiting the city, the lieutenant was so envious seeing all the couples there. His expression was like, man, I really want a girlfriend. So adorable and innocent. Ha ha. Jen, it's not nice to make fun of the lieutenant like that. Ha ha ha. Har har har. Thanks, Cecile. Cecile really hopped on the making fun of me train there. With friends like these, who needs enemies? The donuts are probably done. Wait a sec, I'll check. Oh, I can smell them from here. Valerya hurried to the oven. The time actually changed. It still seems to be 13:02. This military base has some serious ovens. You know, the type of ovens with 4 stoves above them? Like a restaurant. It's quite ready, people. Now it's time to glaze them with brown sugar. We prepared melted butter and mixed brown sugar with cinnamon powder. Valerya glazed the donuts with butter and sugar with deft motions. That's how it's done, people. We used the melted butter to make the sugar stick to the donuts. Ready, Val? Cecile, Jennifer, and I followed Valerya's instructions. Glazing donuts is quite a fun activity. Your fingers would also be glazed with sugar so you could lick them off. All done. Nice job. You're all great. Next, Valerya arranged all the donuts on a large plate. Dig in. The first CG. Smells good. I can't stand the wait to taste them anymore. My stomach is already growling. It was so mouth-watering. The smell of freshly baked donuts enriched with brown sugar and cinnamon. It was amazing. I was so eager to savor the flavor in my mouth. I'm digging in. I'm trying this one. Jennifer was gobbling up the chocolate chip donut. I picked the plain donuts and Cecile did too. It's so good. Heh, do you mean that? It's the best donut I've ever had. True. I give it a 9 out of 10. Really, Cecile? I say this is a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 is for puddings. I guess 10 out of 10 is appropriate. Fresh from the oven, donuts were heavenly. It was soft but not filled with too much air. The aroma was flawless, seasoned with brown sugar and cinnamon topping that is not cloying. The warmth of the fresh from the oven donuts seeped into my heart. These donuts could turn me into a better person. Certainly. This is out of the world, Val. Thank you, Lieutenant. Val blushed, getting all the compliments from us. I could feel the donuts were getting warmer, as warm as Valerya's smile. Val was a genius cook. Not only that, but she also managed to cut the tension between Jennifer and Cecile. Cecile looked like she already forgotten her beef with Jennifer. Oh, I'm full. I'm so content. I feel like I can do it with a 24-hour shift. That's too much, Cell. Heh. I feel fired up after having a meal. I'm going back to work then. Thanks, guys. Enjoy your work, Captain. I'm going back to my workshop too. Let's bake some other time, okay? Bye-bye, Val, Lieutenant. Sure, see you again, Cecile. Bye. Thanks, Val. The donuts were divine. You're welcome, Lieutenant. You guys are excellent cooks. Thanks for your instructions. Have you ever worked for a 5-star restaurant or something? No, Lieutenant. It's just a hobby. Oh, I see. By the way, what did you do before? All I know is that you're not a soldier like the rest of us. Yeah, about that. For some reason, I was transferred here. I see. Isn't that this is time for you to get back to work, Lieutenant? Oh, I've got to start my patrol shift again. See you again, Val. Good luck, Lieutenant. Day 21. Ah. Good morning, General Yumi. Morning, Lieutenant. Morning. Breakfast? Seems like it, yeah. I'm not seeing you in the cafeteria much, General. If I'm not busy, I have my breakfast here. Being in the tent with all those screens and documents is quite tiring. Thanks for your service. Likewise, Lieutenant. If you don't mind, let us have breakfast tomorrow, together. Good morning, Lieutenant. What would you like to have for breakfast? The usual. Again? Sure. And with chocolate milk today, yeah? Roger that. Where are you having? Donuts and chocolate milk. How adorable. That's not a problem, is it? That's not the problem. You need a more balanced diet. Yeah, I'll have a proper lunch then. Good. Now please dig in. Valerya brought all of her orders. Thank you, Val. Anytime, Lieutenant. Yumi, Cornelia, and I sat on the usual table near the display window. Cornelia had French toast, boiled broccoli, and yogurt. Yumi was only having cereal. After all, talk about nutritional balance. Was having cereal better than donuts? How's the patrol shift going these days? Cornelia opened the conversation. A little uncanny. As I reported yesterday, for the last 2 days seems like their numbers are thinning. I have no idea what they're planning. I see. There's a high chance that they're preparing another ambush after failing last time. Maybe. I've tried sending a UAV to the previous coordinates, but I found nothing. I see. If anything shows up on my patrol, I'll be in contact right away. Yes, I'll be depending on you, Lieutenant. I suspected the General was telling me she was not busy was not the truth. 5 times like these were the defining moments. Yeah, at the end of the month we get the big bad boss battle. I could recognize Yumi and Cornelia's well-worn-out faces. For that boss battle, you pretty much have to spam Cornelia's move. I also realized that they've been sleeping outside of barracks for the last couple of days. Cornelia must have been working day and night to avoid dreadful events like the first invasion. She might as well be designing strategies for a counterattack in her head right now. You have not been taking bites out of your breakfast for a while. I was lost in thought. Don't let your guard down, Lieutenant. Yes. You need to maintain your health, Lieutenant. Have about proper and scheduled meals. Yes, General. I'm done here, Yumi. Let us get back. Yes, General. Godspeed, General EXO. See you again, Lieutenant. We're leaving now. Bye-bye. I continued my breakfast alone. I had to push myself harder. I wish that I could make Yumi and Cornelia's burden any lighter. Desert. Patrol work. Nothing out of the ordinary. There's no sight of them, even though I covered more area in my patrol today. Man, I'm so parched. I should order something cold in the cafeteria. Basically, this is happening concurrently with the main story. I could make out Cecile and Valerya talking from afar. Sort of side story. So, can you fix it, Seal? I can try, but I'm not making any promises. Alright, good luck. What's up, Cell? Val asked me to fix this old TV. She said it's not turning on. It's possible... I'm guessing that maybe Valerya's chapter will be a way for everyone to learn the truth about the aliens, even if you didn't pick Eve's route. Maybe that's how it'll go down. Why didn't she just ask for a new one? We'd be home already when the suggestion got to the superior's desk. Fixing it is the quickest way. Alright then. Have you figured out what's broken? The power button is fried, the extreme weather probably. So you can fix it? Easy peasy. I may need a component to protect the fix later though. I should bring this to the workshop. Bye, Lieutenant. Good luck. I hope it could be fixed. Now, what should I do in the spare time? Want to go out, Valerya? Eh? Have you ever been anywhere outside the base? To be honest, I haven't, Lieutenant. I would love to visit the beach or city, but I'm too scared of the aliens. How about I go with you to the beach? Is that okay, Lieutenant? Don't worry, I'll protect you. Just think of me as your private guard. Well, thanks, Lieutenant. Let's go then. Valerya and I walked our way to the beach. Fortunately, it's been quiet these days so I could take her out of base. I didn't encounter any aliens along the way. We're here, Val. Whew. Valerya looked far away at the blue sea and sky. This is so fun. I've always wanted to go to the beach. The sun's slipping. I guess we can also enjoy the sunset. I'm looking forward to that. I couldn't help but smile. Valerya seemed so happy. She strolled down the water to feel the soft sea foam on her feet. I just sat there and enjoyed the view. It's so nice you can visit this place every day. Sure it is. Whenever I'm getting sick of seeing sand everywhere. I thought it was just me. I guess all the people here will hate the sand at some point. After playing in the water for a while, Valerya sat by me. We started talking while sitting on the white sand. The wind caressed our faces. Valerya's long hair sometimes got unruly and covered her face. It seemed like she started to have a little trouble. Ah, yes, Lieutenant. I overheard your conversation with the General this morning. Looks like you're not too occupied these days, right? That's the situation, yeah. The aliens are not showing themselves. So they went back home then. Maybe Valerya told them to go back home so she could go on a date. No way. Of course. I was wondering. Why did they come to Earth? Honestly, I have no idea. I better rewatch some of the old episodes. So why is the military here? To figure out what they want and to protect the citizens, of course. Though you can't tell for sure whether they are here on ill will. It's complicated. In my opinion, communication is everything. For instance, have you tried to communicate with them before shooting them? Communication, huh? That's not really my forte. Is that so? I didn't realize it at all. You're so easy to talk to. You also seem pretty close to the ladies back at base. Is she trying to push me to negotiate? Yes, they're all so nice to me. I think of them as good friends, although actually I keep a lot of things from them. That's okay, Lieutenant. The most important thing is when you are ready to talk, they'll be there. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, and Valerya? You've been here way longer than me, right? What do you think of the girls? Now you're asking the right person. I've always been observant of their habits in the cafeteria. I can say that Jennifer is very nice to talk to. She can always make you laugh. Yes, that's true. That gorilla is always looking for trouble. Sometimes annoying, the other times cute as hell. Cecile is also cute, plus she's smart. Cecile has a habit of consuming more sugary treats if she's doing something important. More sugar means she's doing more thinking. For Cecile, there's no word for too many puddings. That makes me remember the first time I saw her. All that piling carcasses of the puddings. Cornelia is serious but loving. She cares for all her team. She always tells me to make sure everyone has a balanced and nutritional diets. Like, don't let Cecile eat too much of the puddings, and lock Jennifer out of the beer case and the like. I just hope she would stay away from my donut stash. That's for your own good, Lieutenant. Yeah. Yumi may seem shy, but she has quite a lot to say after she's comfortable with you. She despises spicy food, unlike Jennifer, who loves them. That's new to me. Thank God I haven't given her anything spicy. There's that stereotype that Asians love their spicy food. If you intend to get close to them, Lieutenant, you should talk to them every day, shower them with gifts, and involve them in your activities. Patrolling or exercising together, perhaps. Ask them out on dates. That way you can discover their personalities before moving on to something more serious. Why are you telling me all this? I can tell you fancy one of them, That's why I'm giving you pointers for your love life. Ugh. Talking like that, are you really that experienced? Sure am. I surely felt like she was seasoned in this affair. She was older than me, after all. It was a long time ago. How about now? Do you feel like starting a relationship with someone? I guess not. I still like being single. I see. What was that feeling? Disappointment? But why? We were quiet for a little while until Valerya broke the silence. The sun is setting any moment now. Yes. Valerya walked towards the water. Thank you for this romantic date, Lieutenant. Date? You asked, right? She remembers. Anytime. I could feel the warmth on my face. I was hoping she didn't realize I was blushing. Embarrassed, Lieutenant. Your face is getting red. No, it's the sun on my face. You're the most adorable thing. Valerya seemed to be enjoying herself. She soaked all the warmth of the setting sun and let the sea foam brush her feet. She smiled at me from time to time. And from time to time I could feel my face getting red. Want to go back? It's dark. Sure, Lieutenant. Please protect me again, Lieutenant. Sure do. Sure thing. We both made our way back to the base. The cold night air hit. I lent my jacket to Valerya. Valerya said no as she didn't want me to be cold despite her shivering shoulders. So we decided to use the jacket together. We walked shoulder to shoulder. It's gonna be a CG for this one, right? My heartbeat went haywire, yet Valerya seemed at ease as usual. Thank you for today, Lieutenant. It was nice. Finally, I have something to talk about besides my life in the cafeteria, huh? Huh. Alright then, good night. Have a good night's sleep, Lieutenant. I paced back to the barracks tent to rest. I was wondering where Valerya sleeps. In the cafeteria? Cafeteria tents were too exposed for a cold night in the deserts. I should make sure of it. I turned and walked to the cafeteria, until I saw Valerya entering the control room. Maybe Val was to report today's supplies, or maybe she's a spy. I changed my mind about asking where she sleeps and went to the barracks. After all, the general surely wouldn't let Val spend the night in the cafeteria. There must be a place for her with other women personnel. Control room. The second subject reported himself. He heard a static noise that I knew she was suspicious! But no, she seems to be... I think she's working for the government somehow, instead of the aliens. She's reporting the effects of the gene therapy. The second subject reported himself. He heard a static noise that seemed to be coming from inside his brain in the alien's proximity. A noise? Oh, she's reporting to Cornelia. As we know, the aliens emit waves indiscernible by humans and triggering a sign code. Though the second subject seems to be immune to the negative effects of the waves. I assume the waves were the aliens' means of communication. The only one picking that up was the second subject. There's a good chance the aliens were trying to make contact with the second subject. If all I could do was detect static noises, we still couldn't make out anything. The second subject couldn't communicate with the aliens just with noises either. I have another hypothesis. There's a possibility the second subject may develop the ability to discern something from the noise with the increasing number of contacts they have. That's exactly what happened in Eve's ending. How sure are you about this? Very little. Observing the second subject from afar is not enough, General. I understand. Does that mean Eve's ending is Kanan? If further research is warranted, I might need to send a letter to the lab. The letter will contain a statement clarifying the research will continue only if the subjects are informed of their circumstances. I understand, General. Why aren't they transparent about this earlier? We wanted to observe how the second subject naturally made contact with the first subject and the aliens. This observation requires us to be as hands-off as possible. The subjects must not know they are being observed. Now, as more direct research will need to be done, the subjects can't be kept in the dark anymore. Yes, General. Oh shoot, is this an entirely new branching path? Anything else? Does that mean you're going to drop the bomb earlier than the final battle? No, General, that concludes my report. Alright, you're dismissed. Good night, Val. Good night, General. Who's tugging on my shirt? Ray. Eve, what is it? I need help. Sure, what is it? It's pretty rough for her to willingly approach me. It must be something serious. Bath. No, it can't be. No. No? Well, it's not like I don't want to, but isn't it dangerous, please. I need your help. I'm a failure. Here I am thinking about dirty things while she's pleading with me for help. I must answer her determination. I have to help her. Ulp. Alright, I'll help you. Really? Yeah, I made up my mind. Then wait here, I'll get him. What, him? What are you talking about? Probably washing a pet. I need your help bathing Miyu. I'm sorry, who's Miyu? The cat from the town hall. Ah, that cat. Wait, you took him back here? Eve nods. Ah. Val, can you help Eve for a bit? Sure thing. What is it, Sergeant? Miyu. Miyu? Eve picked up Miyu, showing him to Valerya. Where do you find it? Aquarine Plaza. Is that so? Is it alone there? Yes. Listen, Eve. Miyu was probably not alone. It might have a mom. So we should probably bring Miyu back. And a dad. Cute siblings. They must miss Miyu. Is it true, Miyu? Miyu as if it was agreeing. No one knows what the cat was really saying. Miyu must miss his family, Eve. You have to go home, Miyu. I just nodded. I'll miss you. Eve's shoulders dropped. She tilted her head down. It's a long way to the city. How about we give Miu something to eat first before we go? Eve nodded. Your fur is soiled, Miu. Your parents will be mad at you. Right, Eve. Let's clean it up and then feed it. Yes. I'll help too. You're very unoccupied today, Lieutenant. Seems like it, yeah. Let's leave it outside the cafeteria, okay? Of course, I wouldn't want my donuts sprinkled with cat hair. Valerya prepared a large plastic bucket full of lukewarm water and cat shampoo. I was taken aback. Normal cafeterias don't have cat shampoos. Who in the hell was in charge of the supplies? How come you're in the possession of a cat shampoo? I was cleaning up. I just found the supplies. We have quite a few bottles, no worries. That is not what I'm worried about. It's like someone's predicting the future. Meow. Miu keeps yelling at me. It's gonna be like 8 days worth of content left, huh? All I know is that cats hate baths, so it will be difficult. I'll hold on to its feet. You two brush the fur. Yes, sir. At the moment he touched the water, Miu started to wriggle furiously to get loose. I tried soothing him by stroking his head. Even Valerya softly scrubbed his body with the cat shampoo. Meow. Lieutenant, catch him. Miu. You're misbehaving. Yeah. I managed to catch Miu that had almost got out of the bucket. He kept wriggling in my hand and... Arrgh! Drew blood. That darn cat scratched my hand. Darn it. Please hold on, Lieutenant, just a bit more. Calm down, Miu. I tried my best to hold Miu while Eve and Valerya were cleaning the remaining foam on his body. All of our uniforms were soaked because Miu kept thrashing. Finally, we're done. Please hand me a towel, Eve. Here. Valerya dried Miu under the sun. We didn't have a hairdryer here, so we had to warm Miu under the desert sun, also with hugs. You're all clean now, Miu. Let's eat. Eve opened a can of corned beef. Miu gobbled up the beef happily. Valerya also handed over a cup of water to the cat. In a few minutes, Miu was clean and content. I'll bring him home now. Please do, Eve. Leave it to me. Let's go home, Miu. Be careful, Eve. Eve made her way back to the city to bring Miu to his family. These people need to stop bringing animals into the middle of the desert. Eve is so sweet. Valerya let out a giggle. What do you think, Lieutenant? She's charming and very unique. All I know is she loves cats. And Eve's a great workout companion. Her capacity shouldn't be underestimated. Is that so? Yeah, she has quite the quick reflexes. Even though she's a sniper, it doesn't mean she's not good at close combat. In fact, she's great at that. Eve can do anything, apparently. Yes, she might seem like a child sometimes. What do you mean, Lieutenant? Well, we often need to tell her basic stuff people should already know by our age. Does being a genius mean you sacrifice having some common sense? I don't know. What is it? Nothing. If I'm not needed here anymore, I'll go back to the cafeteria. Ah, sure. Thank you, Val. Val knows, of course. You have been very helpful. Anytime, Lieutenant. Call me again if you need me. See you. Yes, bye-bye. Valerya went back to her post. I would go back to work too then. Huh? What's this epic music? Reporting into her again? Both subjects didn't recognize their statuses. First subject hasn't realized her true identity. No abnormalities detected in the subject's interactions. First subject seems to be enjoying her circumstances for the time being. I see. You didn't wipe her memory, did you? We didn't. The aliens probably decided to scrub her memory in case we decided to get forceful. Smart. On the other hand, we put the first subject to good use. Yep, you're right. So, any words from the lab? They have arrived. They said it was up to you. Good. Well, where are you going to tell them? As soon as I can. So she's gonna tell us early. Does that mean we can skip the boss fight? It's been a long day. The aliens show up as usual now. You guys were letting me have my vacation, huh? After going back from the patrol, I went to the control room to meet Cornelia. There was something I needed to ask. Excuse me, General. Lieutenant, please come in. I threw my eye around the control room and I couldn't see anyone but Cornelia. Where's Yumi? She's monitoring other places. Is there a problem, Lieutenant? No. Usually Yumi was here near Cornelia. I have something to discuss with you alone. About what? I would like to ask about my condition. Which condition is that? It has happened for a second time. Please bear with me because it's probably hard to believe. What is it? Cornelia started to let her curiosity show. I feel like I can hear the voices of the aliens. Valerya's assumptions were in the back of my mind. It was possible, right? I see. I see? What? Why? No. I expected I would get a scolding for spewing nonsense or the like. It's not impossible. You know about my gene therapy? Yes. Only I can retain my consciousness around them. It has to be related to the gene therapy. It might be too late to question what the effects are on my ability. Do you believe me? Yes, I do. If it's all true, what should I do? Is this supposed to be like this? I can't answer that. How about you ask the lab researcher directly? Who should I contact? You can see one in the cafeteria. The cafeteria? Take this. A few documents. What's this? Your medical history spanning from the first time you started your military training. I reckon you'd need it. Alright. Thank you, General. I'll excuse myself then. Yes. Good luck, Ray. I got up the control room tent and went straight to the cafeteria. I couldn't remember seeing any lab personnel coming today. Just the usual. I went inside the cafeteria. Nobody was there. But Valerya. Seriously? Impossible. I never saw her back in the lab. Or did I? I don't really notice their faces under the mask, or those that are observing me from behind the glass. If it was Valerya, what would I say? Hey Val, do you experiment on me back in the day? Huh. Or hey Val, can you examine me? Not a chance. Good evening, Lieutenant. Evening, Val. Anything can help? Val, do you remember what I told you when I heard static noise near the aliens? Yes, Lieutenant, what about that? I've just consulted the General. Then I was asked to see you. This may sound odd. Are you one of the doctors responsible for my therapy? Yes, it's true, Lieutenant. True. I didn't expect any of that. Thinking back, there was no way a civilian was alone in this covert base. Val must have had a hand in this mission. It was hard to wrap my head around the fact that it was Val who made me what I am. Why didn't you tell me sooner? The details of your therapy were supposed to be highly classified. I was assigned here only to observe you. I apologize, Lieutenant. I don't harbor any ill will towards you. Is that true? Yes, I'm serious. Please, trust me. I had known Valerya for a while to know she must not have evil reasons. Well, it was about 20 days, but it was a while. Perhaps people with the ability to bake that kind of donuts couldn't be evil. May I ask about something? What is it, Lieutenant? Who are the people under your watch? Just you two. It's me and... That's confidential. Okay. So there were two, huh? Another person who was also undergoing gene therapy. Not quite. Who was it? If you can't tell me who it is, can you tell me about my personal details instead? Why do I have this ability to hear the noise? Firstly, do you have any idea of what we were trying to achieve with your body? No, it's highly confidential, as outlined in the contract. We were trying to join the aliens' genetic information of ours. Okay, things start to make sense now. About why I had to go for the therapy and why I was assigned here. Also the aliens' noise. Yes, about the ability of yours. I can't tell you much about it yet. If you allow me, I will need to examine you first. I also need all your medical records. Prepare yourself, Lieutenant. We have to make sure this ability doesn't take a toll on your body. We also need to prevent any possible adverse effect in your body. What? We must be certain your parts of the genes don't mutate. I'll feel ill, and all of a sudden my hand turns into a cube. They said there was no side effect that shows after my therapy. Are you sure, Lieutenant? Being immune to the bad effects of the alien waves was an effect in itself. Well, after this counseling, we can figure out what else the alien genes might have done to you. What do you think? I guess I need time to think. I understand. Take all the time you need. If you need anything, don't hesitate to come to me. Thank you, Val. Good night. Good night, Lieutenant. So I'm glad it introduces this stuff in the middle of this story rather than right at the end like an Eve's route. I was afraid to discover the truth. If there was something wrong with me, I would rather not know. I'm actually terrified. Counseling, huh? I had been mulling over it for 2 days. It had been that long since I last talked with Valerya. There was nothing about routine counseling or anything like that in the contracts. No, Valerya said it was for my well-being. And to find out what was happening on my body. I guess it would be a good idea to ask more details from Val. I saw Val was alone. Cafeteria was empty, people were out and occupied. I decided to see her. Huff. Hey Val. Hello, Lieutenant. About that thing. Have you had your lunch? Eh? I haven't. How about we have lunch and we talk? It's not good in the card and an empty stomach. It was nice of Val shooing away the awkwardness. What do you want to order, Lieutenant? Anything's good. Alright, I'll prepare your favorite. Donuts. Valerya left me alone to make my lunch ready. I took a bottle of cold water from the fridge and sat at my usual table by the display window. The boiling air was blowing for the cafeteria tent. What a hot day. The tent protected us from the scorching sun. I waited for about 5 minutes for Valerya to show up. She brought 2 plates of almond rice. Oh, both of them were dressed with cute drawings of rabbits and hearts made of tomato sauce. Then my glazed sauce was around the rice. The whole deal was so adorable. Sorry for keeping you waiting, Lieutenant. Enjoy. Thank you, Val. Almond rice, huh? It should be impossible to make these in under 5 minutes. I glanced at Valerya. I have made the rice and sauce this morning, Lieutenant. All I did just now was cook the egg. Oh, this smells great. My stomach growled impatiently. Valerya took a seat in front of me. You don't mind, do you, Lieutenant? I don't. Valerya started to take a bite out of her almond rice. She glowed as she took the first bite. I understood the satisfaction of enjoying your own cooking. I couldn't wait to taste Val's almond rice anymore. I filled my spoon with the alluring reddish rice mixed with a flowing syrupy egg. The rice was still steaming. Blowing on the spoon a bit. Can't stand the heat, Lieutenant? I don't want to burn my tongue. Val put a spoonful of hot rice directly in her mouth, while I was more of the type who needed preparation. Munch munch. Val seemed to be expecting my reaction. Let me guess, there's knockout potion in there. There's some kind of knockout drug. This is heavenly, Val. Hey, I couldn't tell if it was the boiling water or the burnt tongue, but I saw Val's face turn red. Seriously, the egg is so soft, the sauce is delicious, and the rice has perfect texture. I felt like coming home. Thank you. Hey, I'm quite into cooking. Really? Since I was little. I took pride in my own cooking, huh? Oh, I get that feeling. It was good I could talk to Val normally again. Alone, we chatted about our hobby of cooking while finishing our meal. Val loved cooking. Yup, I call it. Since she was 19 years old, she said, she had been living alone, separated from her parents. The love of cooking grew then. As time passed, we moved on to a more weighty topic. The examination. I better get a lollipop after this. Val and I cleaned up after our meal was finished. Val picked up donuts and tea as desserts. So what do you think, Lieutenant? There are details I still need to know. To tell you the truth, this test isn't guaranteed to give you a certain answer, but I'm trying my hardest to give you all the information. If a mutation is found, is there anyone you would like to inform? No, no one. Are you sure? Yes. What will happen if a mutation is found? Then your health is at very serious risk. There is a high chance of cancer or tumor. There are still uncertainties even after the test, especially on how the mutation will behave further. With counseling, I can help you make informed choices and give you options to lower the risk. As you know, Lieutenant, your past gene therapy had a low chance of success. Yes, I remember. I'm lucky to be alive now, huh? Were there other test subjects who died? Well, not only luck, but also the advancement of research and technology. I have to make sure that alien cells don't cause your immune system to overreact or directly damage your cells. I really need to recheck that last one. The Eve ending. That was the worst case, Lieutenant. We're still in the dark about your condition. I agree on that, Val. I consent to the test and counseling. Please help me. It will be my pleasure, Lieutenant. I will study the health records. And may I take a DNA sample? Will that hurt? Eh? Is there a lieutenant here scared of a little needle? Valerya teased and smiled at me. Of course not. It's just, I don't know, taking DNA samples sounds scary. Vifth. Ha ha ha. What? Ha ha. You keep reminding me of how adorable you are, Lieutenant. I just need to take a swab of your saliva. Oh. Damn it, that was embarrassing. Excuse me, open your mouth, please. Val brushed the cotton bud to my inner cheek to get my DNA sample. I was so grateful of today's technology. Just a swab of your saliva and you could get a recipe of your body. After that, Val did the basic checkups like taking temperature and blood pressure. May I ask something, Lieutenant? What is it? What were you thinking agreeing to that therapy? Well, they didn't say there would be bad side effects and they gave me money. That was such a bad move, Lieutenant. I didn't know, Val. I wasn't afraid at the time. I thought, what's the worst that could happen? Also, I might sound naive, but I wanted to contribute to something. I wanted to be remembered. I had to know my life had a meaning. Understandable. That was totally normal, Lieutenant. Do you ever regret it? Do you ever regret having this power? No. I mean, I'm the only one with the ability to get close to the aliens. I get to protect the whole city. At least, I can keep my friends safe now. Lieutenant. Valerya threw a smile at me. I'll help you to the best of my ability. Val. Yes? Were you working with them, to change me? Yes. I refused at first. Valerya's voice got deeper as she held down her rage. The gene therapy was supposed to be all about disease prevention, fixing the immune system and unwanted gene mutations. It was meant to be a cure, not a wild modification. I understand your feeling, but I guess this is necessary, Val. Because until now, only I can get to the aliens. I can increase the chance for this mission to succeed significantly. Yes, Lieutenant, I realize that. Because of that, I was also assigned to keep your ego in check. What are you saying? Your ability is special. The fact that only you can face the aliens. Your brain is more advanced from us in terms of resilience. Your ability to perceive their waves at least proves you're a step above normal humans. The lab wants to make sure you don't stray from your mission. I understand. They want their guard dog to not attack the owner. Sounds bad from the way you put it, but it is what it is. I could sense sadness from Val's face. I'm not angry, I don't mind at all, Val. The most important thing is to end the war. Alright, Lieutenant. We are done here if you want to intend to go back to work. I will need some time to process your data. I'll tell you the result later. Thank you, Val. I'm going back to patrolling then. See you, Val. Good luck, Lieutenant. Day 26. Almost there, huh? I was on my way back from my post to the cafeteria for a break. When I saw Cornelia and Jennifer in the middle of a conversation. Did they find out? We're more like arguing. Jennifer's voice was so loud she could be heard everywhere. The needs of the many outweigh the few, Captain. Everything's just a simple calculation in your head, huh? What's going on here? Stay out of this, Lieutenant. Captain, you just disobeyed a direct order. You realize that, don't you? What are you going to do? Take me to court? You ordered an airstrike right on top of our friendlies. What the hell were you thinking? I'm preventing the aliens from entering the cities. We were lucky the ground troops successfully repelled the attack, despite the heavy casualties. Well, we're not so lucky next time. What did the aliens broke through us? Imagine the casualties, the damage. That's not even the worst part. What do you mean? This is a blackout, remember? No witnesses. You see where I'm going with this, right? We'd be the ones killing the civilians. I never thought the UN would. They will. They will if it's necessary. That's one thing I would like to avoid at all costs. I'm not going to let my subordinates throw their humanity away. But you gave me an order to. I gave you an order. You're just a grunt. The responsibility falls on me. Cornelia, this discussion is over. Dismissed. I need time in the ink. I was lost for words. They left me there alone. Hearing that, I realized more about the way of Cornelia's responsibility. She needed to account for not only her reports, but also the whole city. Talking to them right now is futile. They had an opportunity with Val this afternoon. Appointment of Val this afternoon. Valerya was alone when I arrived. Hey, Val. Hello, Lieutenant. Have you seen Jennifer? No, why? I reckon she would want to wind down here. Her beer stash was always stocked here in the cafeteria fridge. I couldn't tell where she was. Nothing. Just she was pissed after the debate with the general. Oh, what was it about? I told Val what I saw outside the barrack just then. I see. It's infuriating, but I get what Cornelia was trying to do. Jennifer is soft-hearted. She must be devastated. Yes, wars are desolating every time. By the way, are you ready, Lieutenant? I have the test results. I was nervous. I wish I wasn't laying out too much. You seem nervous? The side effect is that it makes your penis grow bigger or something. Or smaller. Either way. Of course. Ha ha. You look like you weren't bothered last time. Did I? Yes, what changed your mind? I changed, huh? I feel like I want to live longer. I want to spend more time with my friends. Is that so? Valerya was smiling at me. I hope that meant good news. Valerya picked up a piece of paper and gave it to me. I couldn't make out the information in there. So? What is this supposed to tell me? Very well. No abnormalities found. No abnormality found means the alien cells are not interfering with your system. It's just... Oh, here it goes. Those cells are propagating throughout your body. I cannot tell you what will happen. In other words, we need more tests. I'm still undergoing mutations. I suggest we continue to test regularly, at least until the mission is over. Alright. Is this propagation bad? Not in itself, as long as your cells are working fine, Lieutenant. That might explain why the Lieutenant was only able to hear them on the last day. Well, at least understand them. While all other encounters were just noise, because the cells didn't finish propagating. There's a possibility the spreading may have caused your ability. I guess. Are those cells reacting after I made contact with the aliens? Maybe, Lieutenant. I'm not sure because there are no other subjects made it this far yet. Everyone else probably died, horribly. Time will tell, I guess. I made a lot of contacts and battles lately. It's getting worse, isn't it? Yes, the aliens start to show more in quantity and frequency. Their attempts to get into our base seem to be increasingly aggressive. Is it possible they are curious about you, Lieutenant? Whoa, don't tell me scary things like that. They know about your DNA. Speaking of getting closer, yeah, it's better that they drop these bombs slowly over the course of the last section of the game rather than at the very end, huh? The last third of the game, that is. Is there anyone who started a hit on you? What's with the sudden change of topic? Hey, you don't want your life to revolve around those aliens, do you? Actually, there is someone I'm interested in, a little fancy. Although I guess it's never going to happen. Why not? I'm not attractive enough, probably? Hey, don't say things like that. You can do this, it's not about looks. Why did you stop trying? Heh. Oh well. What I want most right now is to spend the rest of my time with her. That's so sweet, Lieutenant. It's nothing. I turned to avoid Valerya's eyes. Her eyes were particularly beautiful. I feel like she might see through my mind thoughts. Thoughts that I want to keep to myself. If the counseling is concluded, I'd like to get back to my patrol work. Oh yes, Lieutenant, please wait. Val gave me some pills in a bottle. What are these for? Supplements to maintain your immune system. Take one a day. I picked it up from her hand. Thank you, Val. See you then. Enjoy your work, Lieutenant. I stepped out of the cafeteria with a bottle of supplements from Val in my hand. So, it wasn't just a therapy, I was medicated as well, huh? I feel like a terminal illness patient. I started to think maybe this will be my last mission as a soldier. '27. Huh. Cafeteria time. Skipping all the battles, just assume I'm level 99 or something. I saw Cecile and Jennifer in there. They were in the middle of a quarrel, situation normal. I walked closer to say hi. I'm sorry, okay, I fucked up. Apologies aren't going to cut it, Cell. What if the hydraulics failed in the middle of an airstrike? What's going on here? My heli suddenly had a hydraulic failure as I was taking off. Holy shit, are you okay? I'm sorry. Look, I get it, you're sorry. But we really need to figure out a way to make sure this will never happen again. I was lucky the hydraulics didn't completely lock out. I could still scrub off speed all the way back down with an auto rotation. I'll be more thorough next time, I'm sorry. Jen, pointing fingers isn't going to solve anything. I'm not trying to blame her or anything, I just want to give her a stern reminder. Look, if there were anyone less experienced than me, they might very well have crashed right there in the middle of the base. I'm just saying, be careful next time. Lots of lives depend on you doing your job correctly. I'm sorry, Jen. Hey, I'm still alive, aren't I? Don't be so down. Now go fix my baby up, alright? And be sure to take care of her. I'll be gone for a sec. You okay, Cell? She shakes her head. Well, I'm sorry we made a scene here. Valerya quickly shook her head. No problem, Cell. Are you alright? I'm sorry, but I overheard. Jennifer's not angry at you, you know. I think she means well, even though she can be sharp-tongued sometimes. That's not it. I know perfectly well she's not angry at me. She's not the kind of person that holds grudges, after all. What is it, then? It's just, I failed her. I nearly killed my best friend. And then make it up to her. Make sure she'll never be in safer hands than yours. That she'll be as far away from death as possible when piloting that heli. Okay? Yeah. You're right. Thanks, Lieutenant. I'll make this bad boy even better than before. That's the spirit. And this to lift your day back up, Cecile. Valerya handed a cup of chocolate pudding. Pudding! Thank you, Val, you're the best. Cecile enthusiastically opened the cup and scooped the pudding. Cecile's eyes glowed back as the pudding was inside her mouth. Valerya knew best how to get Cecile happy again. Ugh, feels like it can shed happy tears. Cell. You are acting like a child, Cell. Nothing wrong with being enthusiastic over something, you know? Cell pouted, turning her cheeks around like a fugu fish. So cute. Haha. Okay, I'm sorry. Seeing Cecile enjoy her pudding makes me crave something too. I fancy a donut, Val. So the lieutenant wants to be pampered too? Nothing wrong with that, right? Yeah. Give me 2 pieces of peanuts sprinkled donuts. Enjoy, just for a lieutenant. I gobbled up the donuts right away. I took one bite and half of it was gone. Nom. Soft donut, crispy nuts, and chocolates with just the right level of sweetness. This perfect arrangement was in symphony in my mouth. Hey, you're acting like a child. Petty retaliation is a childish act, Cell. Boo. Cecile didn't retaliate after that, she just pouted more. Alright, you two. Valerya was trying to get us to stop biting while withholding her laughter. Hey! Well, Red Girl appeared, her voice thundered in the air. Where are you guys up to? Jennifer walked past us to get her cold beer in the fridge. Gulp gulp. Wah! Without waiting for an answer, she downed her empty beer. Do you want some afternoon snack too, Jen? Sure, Val. Roasted peanuts and cold beer is perfect. Ew. You're like an old man. Huh. Hey, who gives a shit about whatever people say? Happiness from the inside is the most important. Well, nice comeback, Jen. You're right, sometimes. What do you mean by sometimes? It means that in a year there are approximately 12 times you are right. Hey, that's only once a month. Haha. I want valid data. Haha. Watching Cecile and Jennifer's bickering was so fun. Val and I just couldn't stop laughing. By the way, here are your peanuts, Jen. Yeah, thank you, Val. Cold beer in the afternoon, huh, Jen? Irk. General. Jennifer tried not to spray her beer from her mouth all over the place. She was shocked to see Cornelia suddenly showing up. General. Salute. General. Salute. At ease, you two. Hey, I'm right here as well. Hey, Yumi. General, Yumi. Hey, Val, we'd like to pick up our lunch order. Oh, yes, of course. Valerya rushed to the fridge to fetch something. What orders? Suspicious. Nothing fishy in here, Cell. We're sucking ice cream and enjoying these times. Oh, that looks delicious. I wanna. Here you go, Yumi, General. I'm sorry, Jen, but all we that's all we have left. Too bad, Jen. I found others in the fridge. What? Why does everyone suddenly like to give out heart attacks to people, sneaking up like that? Hello, Eve. Where have you been? I was at the back looking for ice cream. After my patrol work. There's some left. Valerya giggled awkwardly and looked away. She intended to keep the ice cream for herself. Too bad, her evil ploy was foiled by Eve, who confiscated all the illegally hoarded goods. Aw, too bad, I was saving that for later. Let's eat them together now. Of course, you're not supposed to keep it for yourself, Val. I understand, General. Yay, ice cream! Cecile was elated that she got 2 helpings of desserts today. Lucky you. Val went back to get us all spoons and bowls. We don't have proper bowls, so I guess plates are okay. Sure, Val, usually I just scoop them right out of the buckets. Aw, me too, heh. Here in the desert, we need to conserve water and avoid washing ice cream bowls. Just eat them straight down from the buckets. True. I don't have a problem with that. Val distributed the ice cream evenly to us. Ice cream is best enjoyed together, right? I'm glad you're happy, Jen. But stop scooping mine, hey! I vow to keep Jen's spoon out of my territory. Jen was determined to occupy my share of ice cream. Come on, Ray. You've got a lot of those chocolates I like. You have your share already. I'm not giving up mine. So how's come to this? Brace yourself, Lieutenant. Hey-ya! We battle with our swords. Spoons. I was not going to lose in this game. Cecile and Val chuckled looking at us. You guys, stop acting like children. Yes, Num Num. Yumi, we can't hear you clearly. Ah, Exo is eating her ice cream too seriously. Huh. My ice cream. Stop moping, Val. Sniff. Yes, General. My battle with Jen ended with her failing to hold her spoon. Arg! Hey, that's karma, Jen. No problem, I'm getting a new one. She's not giving up, apparently. While Jen was looking for a clean spoon, I scooped a chocolate ice cream furiously. Only vanilla ice cream, which Jen disliked. I was going to enjoy that slowly. Oh, it was gone, huh? Enjoy your shirt, Jen. Yeah. It's a nice afternoon, right, fellas? Certainly, Yumi. The scouring here was totally unplanned. We all enjoyed the quiet afternoon between the increasingly intense daily business. The little downtime was warranted. In this limited time, we got to enjoy ourselves, soaking all the memories of friendship. Before Judgment Day, I would give it my all. Oh boy, Judgment Day! To protect every single one of you here. Oh, I'm so full. Thank you, Val. Yes, Val, thanks for the pudding too. Anytime, Cecile, Jen. We're going back to the control room. See you all. We're going back to work. Bye, all. Yep, good luck, General. Exo. Salutes. Good luck, Salutes. See you, Salutes. We're going back to the workshop then. Bye, all. Bye, Cell. Bye. You're not going with Cell? No, I guess I'll just rest for now. You too, Eve? Yes. Oh yes, after all that, you must have needed some. No problem at all. It's just General asked me to go somewhere early in the morning. See you, Lieutenant. See you. See you again, Shen, Eve. Everyone left, leaving me and Valerya alone here. Lieutenant? Yes, Val? Shall we start? Alright, another test. Val did the checks on me as usual. She took out the routine samples from me. She asked for my hair this time, I don't know why. Could there be alien stuff in my hair now? Alien hair? Feeling in pain lately, Lieutenant? Not at all. Okay, that's enough for today. That was quick. Heh. Want to spend some more time with me, Lieutenant? That's not what I mean. Why does she keep teasing me? Hey, I'm just messing with you. Huh. Well, Val, I'm gonna go rest it like Jennifer did. Have a nice sleep, Lieutenant. Nice dreams tonight. Thank you, Val. Good night. Have a nice sleep, Lieutenant. Valerya dropped me off with a warm smile. I could get used to this. I headed back to the tent and saw Jennifer and Eve deep into their sleep. All the others were still out burning the midnight oil. I guess it'll just be the three of us. I lighted my cot by Jennifer. Not long before I fell asleep. Valerya's wishes came true. I slept soundly tonight. Jen didn't kick me in her sleep this time. In the morning, I saw only Jennifer and Eve were getting ready. Cecile, Cornelia, and Yumi hadn't made it home that last night. What? Oh shit, do we have to do a rescue mission? Oh shit. That can't be good. Oh, Lieutenant? Yes? General Cornelia requested you to come to CIC. Okay, good, they're still there. Top priority. Roger. Sounds important, I should go. Ray reporting, ma'am. At ease, Lieutenant. Right. Do you remember the last time I sent you to investigate the alien stronghold of Eve? Yeah, it was an ambush. Yeah, but there's more to it than that. What do you mean? We've kept our eyes on those coordinates for the past few days using drone and satellite feeds. The enemy movement pattern suggests there's a pretty big chance the alien ship is buried at those coordinates. So, Ray, let's hit them where it hurts. Time to go on the offensive, huh? I'm up for that. Great. Any questions? No. Right, go get some sleep. Tomorrow's going to be a long day. Okay. Last attack, huh? I'd better be stocking up on medication for tomorrow. I should also get my condition checked by Val. Nurse she was. Valerya was alone. Documents were in her hands, probably my health records. Hi, Val. Evening, Lieutenant. Right on time. I have your reports. I have something to report to you too. Hey, you do? You too? What's this about? You first. Renpy, go first. The last attack will start tomorrow, Val. The General will mobilize the entire personnel. We're going to look for the mothership. You found the mothership? Yes, they managed to pinpoint the coordinates. The mothership, huh? I hope it won't turn out to be an ambush again. The general won't put all our chips in one place so the chance is not high. I guess. Are you ready for this, Lieutenant? Of course. I received a message from Cecile. We're going to use the new weapons. So we're testing a new weapon, the satellite weapon. Yeah. I recognize the expression, but I was especially concerned about testings. The plan is for me to go in and set the target coordinates for the weapon. I'll be very close to the ground zero when it's deployed from the satellite. The weapon has the kinetic energy of a small nuclear bomb. It's kind of a miracle you even survived that. If Cecile's calculation is thorough, it won't be a problem. Nothing will hit me but some dust. After setting the coordinates, you have to remove yourself from the area as soon as possible. Is that really okay, Lieutenant? I'm the only one who can do that, Val. I'll be okay. I hope. I felt my head getting heavy. I put my head down to the cafeteria table in front of me. Val and I sat at the table by the display window. The usual table where we always had our chat. I guess I am afraid, Val. That's very much normal, Lieutenant. I told Cecile that everything will be alright, but in fact, I'm fucking terrified. What if we failed? What's this button do again? Oh, that's that button. Okay. What if it's just another trap? I don't want to see my friends hurt. I'm scared of facing those things for myself. I'm scared I'll get blown away by the weapon. I'm afraid I won't survive. I'm terrified of death. My hands were shaking thinking about death. Thinking that maybe tomorrow is my last day on Earth. I'm sorry for freaking out in front of you like this. It's just I can't tell people about this feeling. Lieutenant, it's okay to be afraid. You have been brave going through the gene therapy. You have shown courage facing those aliens. I'm sure everything will turn out okay. She said all the things I need to hear. She caressed my head softly. Thank God I had my face buried in my arms. I didn't want her to see me turning into a tomato. Valeria's touch was warm and soothing. Her soft voice turned all her words into a gospel. I feel like everything good she said would come true. That everything would be alright despite anything. Do you think? I lifted my head and Valerya removed her hand. I stared at her. Do you think I will survive? Valerya didn't answer me right away. She grabbed me by the shoulder and looked deep into my eyes. Of course, Lieutenant. Everything will be alright. Trust me. Trust all your friends supporting you. Trust Cornelia's numbers. Trust Cecile's capacity. Also, have faith in yourself. All the words she said were planted deep in my heart, even though she couldn't know for sure. Even though I knew how things could fall apart in the blink of an eye. She said all those things anyway. She was scared for me and tried to comfort me. She made me realize I was not alone. I held her hand, brought them close, and buried my face in her hand. I felt her warmth. Val was right. Everything would be alright. Lieutenant, I let go of her hand. Thank you, Val. I'll be alright. I will fight with all my might as usual. I have so many people supporting me. That's true, Lieutenant. Yes. Well, how about your report? About your health. You're in tip-top shape, Lieutenant. As usual. No changes? Nope. I see. But the alien cells might be spreading further, right? Oh, and Lieutenant? You've got a gift. A gift? Yes. Wait here. Armor? It was the first time I saw something like that. Was it new? What is this, Val? At first I didn't understand why they gave this to you. Who are they? The lab. Oh. But after hearing your story, now I get it. Valerya gave a piece of paper with it. I've read it, their note. It's a new armor they developed. The experimental armor. I held down a chuckle. With all that creativity and ingenuity of coming over technological advancement, that was how they named the armor? Haha. So, the armor is made of semi-organic fiber capable of self-healing. They claim that the armor will protect you from the debris of the spearfall attack. They did? This will be neat. If I made this the escape, the armor would protect me from the shockwave. I guess my percentage of survival would go up. Huff, thank you, technology. Yes, this is our chance. Right. Thank you, Val. Of course, I'll pass it to the people in the lab. Val quipped. While it was not entirely bad, my relationship with the people in the lab was awkward. I guess my preparation for tomorrow is pretty good. Yes, Lieutenant, don't forget this. More medical supplies. Thank you, Val. What do I do without you? Oh, you. Haha. I could tell she was blushing. Now you rest, Lieutenant. Long day tomorrow. You're right, Val. We'll see you tomorrow. I'll meet you after all this is settled. Yes, Lieutenant. I'll be here. Good night. Good night, Lieutenant. Val's warm smile accompanied me as I left the cafeteria. I was ready for tomorrow. Huh. I can't tell him now. You're hiding one last secret. Maybe about Eve or your own feelings? Excuse me. Good morning, Lieutenant. Yumi, is it time? Yes. Please come to the CIC for the briefing. Roger. Thank you. This is it, huh? The last hurrah. Our last push against the aliens. I should go take a look at the preparations. I looked up at the sky and saw something strange. Dark clouds in the desert. How peculiar. Everyone seemed to be busy with their own stuff this morning. Eve was busy cleaning her rifle. Eve. This is it, Eve. The endgame. You ready? I'll protect you. Don't worry. Just give me a target. That's the spirit. Well, I'm off to CIC for a briefing. Thanks for everything, Eve. You're welcome. Lieutenant Ray, reporting your duty. Salute. At ease, Lieutenant. This war has gone long enough, Lieutenant. Don't you agree? Yes, ma'am. I think it's time to end this once for all. And thankfully I have the solution. The Spearfall system, a series of kinetic bombardment satellites, designation Nova 1 and Nova 12, secretly developed by the joint effort of several nations' best talents. The Spearfall system's projectile has the same yield as a small tactical nuclear bomb, without the resulting fallout and radiation. I believe this weapon will secure us the victory against the aliens. Lieutenant, your objective in this mission is to find their ship and mark the coordinates for Spearfall. Gravity should take care of the rest. Failure is not an option. We're unleashing humanity's greatest weapon at them. If we fail, we lose our chance to win the war. So we have to end it here at all costs. You'll be our point man. Get up close and personal with them. All of us will support you any way we can. Any questions? Spearfall won't take me out as well, right? If you get the hell out of there quick enough, and pray the targeting solution is calibrated properly. That's comforting. Don't worry, I have faith you'll make it out alive. Anything else? No. Good, we strike at 8 o'clock. Gear up and get something to eat in the meantime. Roger. In the meantime, I prepared myself. Medicines to the armory from Valerya. I stared at all the personnel passing by. The base was buzzing today. Seeing all those bustling took the edge off of me. I had them on my back. All units, this is command. What's your status? Repositioning Nova 1, adjusting orbit. 10 minutes to Spearfall. Even position. Visual contact with Lieutenant Ray confirmed. Red Hawk on station above combat zone. Ready for CAS. UAV is in position. IFF signature confirmed. Big Brother is watching, Lieutenant. Alright. Lieutenant, this is command. You have the support of the whole base at your beck and call. This is it. Let's end this war once and for all. All units prepare to... And... we get to fight Cubezilla. Cornelia's prediction was correct. This was their base. Not only we had to face all kinds of aliens, we also confronted that one extraordinary kind. It was 10 times bigger than usual. I reckon it was their commander, the central hive mind. I managed to approach it and painted the target for Spearfall. Thanks to Cecile's calculation, I escaped and survived the blast. The armor did come in handy. The armor kept my body from compressing under the shockwave, allowing me to keep briefing. Unfortunately, I only had so much luck. Before Spearfall could be activated, we had to buy time by holding off the aliens by ourselves. Our damage was significant. So many were injured, and went missing in action. Yumi? No enemy signature detected. We're clear. It's over. All units status report. This is Ray, still alive somehow. Red Hawk alive and well. Eve still active. We've been monitoring the whole desert since you left and there have been no signs of activity there. So I can safely conclude the alien threat is no more. We eradicated them and obtained a massive amount of combat data from Spearfall's deployment. No more aliens. No more city to protect. We're done here, Lieutenant. Good job. So tomorrow we can go home. Right. If you'll excuse me then. I hope it's worth it, Cornelia. I hope so too. Outside barrack. As I left the CIC, all the guys suddenly stood up one by one and saluted me. Even the wounded ones. Why me? I was not worthy. Thank you. All of you. I'm sorry. Thank you. I rushed to the cafeteria to see Valerya. I promised after all this I would see her. I don't want any regrets before leaving. I should confess my feelings to... What? They only give me one option. Come on. This isn't even worth making a save file for, is it? But I might as well. Valerya stood by herself in the cafeteria. She looked different today. She was not sporting her signature white apron, but a lab coat, right? Instead, she was wearing a white coat over her pink blouse. Like a doctor. Valerya had a first aid kit in her right hand. She had been tending the wounded. Lieutenant. Val waved at me. I proceeded toward her. Thank heavens you made it. What? Val hugged me tight while muttering thank God a few times. I was stunned. I hugged her back. Yes, I made it. Yes, I can see that. Are you alright? Anything hurt? I'm fine, just a few scrapes, no problem. I'm sorry I can't see any of the battle from here. That's okay, Val, you've been very helpful. And why are you looking down? Yes, I'm alive, but my friends, the others. Only one person from Echo 2 came back. The X-ray actual was wiped out. 3 were injured and the rest went MIA. All Bravo team was not responding. They may as well be. Lieutenant. That's okay, Val. I know something like this will happen. You all give your best. Valerya raised her voice. I know, Cornelia and Yumi have fought about every move. I know, Cecile calculated the spearfall strike flawlessly. So did even Jennifer. Everyone did their best. They fought hard to make sure the dead and injured were not in vain. So they could all go home. Yes. Thank you, Val. By the way, I guess I owe the lab now. Say thanks to them for me, will you? This experimental armor was super practical. You got it. Valerya let go of her hand from around me and laughed. Congratulations, Lieutenant. You can go home now, right? Yes, right. So, one last checkup? Yes? Do you have a plan for after this mission is over, Val? I guess I'll be assigned back at the lab. Someone's got to process all the data from you for further research. I see. I want to help. Huh? Are you sure? Yes, I want to ask you a question, Lieutenant. Did Spearfall work well? I couldn't say it worked well or not. All I know is that the alien was gone and I'm alive. Cornelia also remarked we gathered a lot of data about the attack. I see. And Val, I love you. Lieutenant? No doubt she was surprised. She was also blushing. Why? Talking to you comes so naturally. I feel at ease with you. I know so little about you, but I know you're a good person. You care about all of us and help us in your own way. I want you to know you more. If you let me, I'll help with your research. If I'm deployed far from where you work, we are facing long distance, but... Lieutenant, thank you. I love you as well. Val, it's just... You can't be here for too long. What do you mean? Ray. Oh no! My lifespan got cut short because of the therapy, right? Gene therapy. She threw her arms around me one more time. What's happening? I lost control of my hands so that I couldn't move at all. When Val was hugging me, I felt a pinch on my nape. Did she inject me with something? Why, Val? Listen to me, Lieutenant. You are a successful subject. The second prodigal child. They will always use you, kept on a leash like an animal. After figuring out the spearfall worked, knowing your survival, I can't bear to imagine the dirty work they'll give you. I couldn't control my own voice to say anything. After all this, you won't remember anything. I'll disappear from your life forever. I'm sorry I changed you. Damn it. This is a real, much sadder ending than the others. It was my mistake. Now allow me to protect you. Also, I haven't been honest with you about one thing. I couldn't make out the words coming out of Valerya's mouth anymore. My consciousness was drifting away. Oh no! Did I pick the wrong choices? Valerya's voice was getting muted. Val. Oh no! Did I get a bad ending? Valerya's profile is now unlocked in the gallery. Oh no! So maybe that's why we never saw her in any of the other... never learned about her true... all the things she did in the art endings. Or her memories were erased by then. It's like it never happened. This is it, the day we all go home. What a journey I've had this past week. Of course, all of it thanks to the girls. Yeah, them. I don't want any regrets before leaving. The reason she didn't seem to have as much of a presence in the main story was because she wiped my memories. I should confess my feelings too. What? So Valerya was the first choice. Ray, we need to talk. Oh, yes, ma'am. Eva's gone missing. Eva's... What? Ever since last night's assault, she's been acting weird. This morning, she suddenly disappeared. Eve was last seen going to those coordinates. So now we're going for the Eve ending? Follow her. If anything happens, you report back to me. Yes, ma'am. Ray, you can be in contact with the aliens? Cornelia, we need to... You're hiding something from us. Come to the CIC when you get here. I'll explain everything. I'm sorry. I'm never letting you go again. I love you. Please don't go anywhere. Stay by my side forever. What? He got his memories back? If all that you said is true, Val, what do we do now? I have one request, General. Experiment just desserts initiated. Objective monitoring the interaction between Adam and Eve and exposing the prodigal children to contact with the aliens. Result: both test subjects killed in action. Experiment failed. I see. So she arranged for both me and Eve to have our deaths faked, so that we can live in freedom from the government, from the science, from the people who want us to make us do dirty work for them. Well, this certainly beats reading the morning newspaper. I woke up this morning to find a brown envelope on my porch. The only reason I didn't throw it away was because it said from Cornelia on it. I guess living in the exotic land of Lombok isn't as secure as I thought. Well, thanks, Cornelia. Faking our deaths must not have been easy. Thanks to you, we can live a normal life as humans instead of being lab rats. The last I heard, she's taking a lot of flack from the world leaders for letting faster-than-light technology slip out of their grasp. So, wait, does that mean Eve is Canaan? I don't know. I think we have a long way to go as a species before we can even start thinking about colonizing other planets. It was for the best. That night. Seriously never gonna see Valerya again? I have one request, General. What is it? Make Ray disappear. I want him to have the chance of living a normal life. The gene therapy worked, didn't it? Yes, but the success was temporary. That last time, the gene therapy was like injecting a live and active virus into him. You of all people know Ray was the first human subject who managed to stay alive. And he will be the first to die. We here at the lab were never sure how long he would survive. All this time, the alien cells activated Ray's ability to recognize the alien's wave noise. Those cells are beginning to battle the host cells. But he would be better if he was not here. I want him to be in a peaceful place. I want him to be happy, even though he won't be with me. You could face serious jail time over a bogus report. Shit, this makes everything so much darker. I realize I asked the impossible from you. Unless, you can report Ray's progress in this mission. Report that the probable cause of his death was a miscalibrated spearfall attack. The body can't be found. I'll talk to Cecile and the ERY core personnel. If they refuse, I can't help you. Do you understand my position? I do understand. How about Eve? I think I can come up with something. I can say that she went back home. Nobody can stop her as Ray has gone MIA. You should understand that. We'll have to make sure they will never be found. Nobody can know their place of refuge. Thank you, Cornelia. I'm sorry for troubling you so much. It's not just you. I too care about Eve and Lieutenant. Val, does Ray know about this? No. I can't bring myself to tell him. I just can't. But I promise I'll return to him after I find a way to redeem myself, to turn him back to normal. What if you can't? That would be the last time I see him. I won't disturb his quiet and happy life anymore. Are you sure about this, Val? Surely it'll be devastating for you. The lieutenant deserves to live his life on his terms. And I got my just desserts. Damn! Expecting a happy ending. But no. This is actually the behind the scenes of Eve's ending. Damn, I hope there's like an epilogue where everything turns out happily ever after. Let's just wait for the credits to roll. Really? That's it? It's really the end? Oh, she does have a profile here. motherly, reliable, and caring. She's gentle in appearance, but also thoughtful. She initially resisted the prodigal child program. After some negotiation, she put up with it for the good of humankind. Valerya was assigned to watch over Adam and Eve covertly. Cafe staff / genetic counselor. Damn, that was a dark ending. Each individual day I can re-watch, huh? I'm not sure what to think about all that. The protagonist is gonna... Eve is will probably outlive the protagonist at this rate. That's gonna be a little depressing. But there is a little bit of a glimmer of hope. They say Valerya said she'll try to look for a way to help me in this situation. Maybe extend my lifespan a bit. Yeah, let's hope she succeeds. And maybe she can finally have... maybe the protagonist will even somehow end up remembering her. Probably not, though. Anyways, thanks for watching this follow-up Let's Play of Just Desserts. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and try out the DLC for yourself.